Hello everybody, welcome to the Cook Shack. Sunday afternoon, and I'm getting ready to make me a little late lunch. Check it out. We'll see what we're doing here. We'll get right into it. I'm off thumbs here today. Hold on a second. I guess you can see that okay here. I'm focused. I'm a one-arm paper hanger, folks. I need somebody to come over here and do some filming for me while I do the cooking. It's hard to get any takers. They want me to bring them the food though. Here's what we got. Pretty nice. Nice tomahawk. Weighs right at about 4 pounds. Come on, baby, let's get into the fire here. Come on. Get my mitts over here because we're going to need them. This chainsaw you hear in the background, I've been hearing that damn thing since 5:30 this morning. Apparently, that's what you call getting an early start. Unbelievable. We got a good fire going today. We got some good seasoned wood. My wood guy, I talked to him last week. He's got me a truckload of wood. It's been put up for about a year now, and I paid him for it, and he's got it seasoned for me. I'll be calling him up, and I'll either pick it up in the pickup truck or have him drop it by. Mr. Keefe over in DeLand, good afternoon, sir. Hope you're watching this. I'll send you a link. Then you can watch it, and hope you can enjoy the cook. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. Probably Christmas Day. I'm gonna cook a roast. A bone in, probably about a 4-bone prime rib bone in. So. I don't know yet. It's up in the air. That fire's going over the top of that dome in that oven, man. That's something to see. She's putting out a lot of heat. Getting right. Get ready to get my mitts on here so I can turn this thing on. Move it. That's the idea. You got to keep flipping this thing and this old girl. This is Big Bertha right here. She's made in Portugal. She weighs 1,800 pounds. She really likes the wood. She gets hot, and she said, "Give me some wood. Give me some more wood." Oh yeah. I'll try not to drip all over the juices all over the cook shack floor. I come out here one night, thought I heard something, and I had done a cook and forgot to clean up the residue on the floor. And guess what? Man, I skated, busted my rear end, and you know what, that hurt. On that concrete, really hurt. Let me get some more embers back here. Here we go. There we go. We've got, I'm sure you can see this, but you see this grill grate here. It's a Tuscan grill grate. I have 5 or 6 inch carriage bolts in the bottom of this thing. I welded 3/8 nuts on the bottom of it, cut the other ones off. They were welded on the bottom when I got it, so I cut all that off and ground it down and welded the nuts on out in the shop. And this way we can put different size carriage bolts in here. It's real simple, and just put them in there hand tight. So next time you want to use them, if you want to cook something lower, you can do that. You can get on down with it, and then you can go up higher. And I can even go up higher than this. I could put bolts in it this high and push this back closer to the active fire. And then we can really do some business. You know, that fire wouldn't have felt too bad early this morning. We had my neighbors across the street and all up and down the street. I have a metal roof on my house, so I couldn't tell. Everybody had a snow cap roof on their house this morning from frost. We had a real good frost. If anybody had any plants, I guarantee you that frost got them last night. Let's flip this thing. Oh yeah. Starting to darken up a little bit. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Let's base this a little bit. Here's what I got, folks. I want to show you something here. Last year, I wanted a little quart sauce pot. Wasn't asking for much. I told my son he can go on Marketplace and buy me a used one for about 75 or 80 bucks. You don't need that. So this year, he sent me an email the other day. He said, "Merry Christmas to myself from myself." And he wanted a 12-inch frying pan by Finex. So here's what I wound up with. I bought it myself, to myself, from myself. Of course, he got his already. This is what I got. Look at this thing. Ain't that sweet? It's picked up a lot of heat, believe me, from that door being open on that wood-fired oven. But that's all I wanted right there. Made me happy. Yes, when you want something, you got to get it yourself. That's just the way it is. So you want something done, you got to do it yourself. Boy, she's cracking and popping in there now. Talk to me. Fire's rocking. I got something here. Let's see, I think I got a picture of it here. Where is it? I don't know if the camera, if you can see this or not. if I can. I'm going to try to find it. Anyway, a buddy of mine in New Mexico had his grandson come up. He lives way down near El Paso, and no, that's not it. Oh yeah, I got it right here. Anyway, he had his grandson come up from South New Mexico, and he was tickled to death, and he was all excited last night on the telephone. He showed me, took a picture and sent to me on my phone, a text message of his grandson killing his first elk. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm looking at my lens turned around backwards here, my view master, my viewer, and my camera. But that's his grandson. He's, I think he just turned 16 years old, and he shot it. That's a very respectable elk. Let's see here. I think it's a 5 or 6. That's very respectable for a 16-year-old young man to kill. He took that elk at 700 yards. He'd never made a shot like that before in his life. Unbelievable. But his grandfather has a 1,200-yard range on his property, and he shoots a lot. He works up different loads, and when he used to live in Texas years ago, he was the youngest gunsmith at, well, one time in the state of Texas history. And then he moved to, him and his wife Regina moved to New Mexico. And I think he might have the place sold, from what he told me yesterday. I hope so. And he's wanting to move to Tennessee, and told me he's going to get him 900 or 1,000 acres, and the property, half of it's in Kentucky and the other half of it's in Tennessee. So he's real happy, excited about all of that, and I'm happy for him. Anytime people want to make a move like that, unbelievable. Especially make a change. But also, hi, buddy up there in North Carolina. Hickory, North Carolina, Manley Fuller here. Manley, get a load of this, buddy. Eat your heart out. You know, you could have something like this to eat if you could act like somebody can come down here and see me sometime. You're on the damn road just burning it up all the time. Let's put a little bit of base on this backside here. By the way, this base here that I'm brushing on this Tomahawk, it's I got all kinds of stuff in it, but the base of it is, and I pretty much cooked the alcohol off, is it's a Blackberry Flavored Whiskey, Blackberry now, and it's made by Maker's Mark. I'll tell you something else is in it too. It's got a little soy sauce in it, and chimichurri, it's peppercorns, and sea salt, peppers, other pepper, white pepper, all kinds of stuff in it. Now I went ahead and ground all of it up this morning, and I'll be using that on that prime rib the other day. But I don't know if I'm going to cook it in the oven, the Argentine grill, or if I'm going to cook it in my Caveris little cooker made down in Chile. I don't know. I hadn't made up my mind yet. This thing's coming right along. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to, I don't have a meter or none of that fancy stuff anymore. I had all that stuff, didn't have time to fool with it. I gave it to my son, and I think he probably figured it out, but now it's basically, those things are not what everybody thinks they are. They're a pain in the butt. You got to keep a battery in the charging block all the time, all kinds of variables. Just something else for me to do, and hell, I don't have time to fool with a lot of that stuff. We usually pretty much get it right. Yeah, in the middle here. Okay, we're gonna let her go a little bit more. Wish, hear that sizzle? That's what I like hearing on a nice sized piece of meat like that. We got enough embers in there to cook 4 or 5 chickens and probably a half a dozen steaks. But if she's hot, 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 hot. Hey, by the way, I forgot to mention we do have chimichurri in this sauce as well. We put a little bit of that in there for everything else and ground it up. Yikes. I gotta have a drink of water here. All that heat coming out of there is drying me out. Perfectly, you're drying me out, girl. I was in market Friday and yesterday, which is Saturday, and they had a bunch of little lobsters. Oh, they weren't that small, but what do you expect for $10? I mean, they were about that long, about like that. But they had some over there this morning from the Bahamas, and I don't like those real big ones. The smaller ones actually taste a lot better. Okay, you want to act cake? Tell you what I'll do. I'll put you up here like this. That way we get the sides all cooked up, seared up real good. The thing about this is the way that I'm cooking, you're searing and cooking at the same time. And we just keep, the idea is keep flipping this meat. Don't let it sit in one position too long. I have some, I think I might have, I have this butcher on the other side of town. I gotta go in tomorrow and check with this guy. I think he's got some bone marrow for me, and I'll finish that prime rib off that I'm going to cook Wednesday morning. And I'll finish it off with that. Tell you what, it's like liquid gold. Damn, that's getting hot, son. See how long she stays there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but those embers are really, really glowing in the back there. See the bone marrow oozing out the backside of this bone in this tomahawk. It speaks volumes. How about it, folks? So much for the rosemary. Pretty toasty. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do a cut on this thing. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah. And by the time I just lightly put a piece of tin foil over this, it's still going to be cooking when I take it in the house. I'll fight you for that right there. I put it under my arm and run down the street with it. Take all of that off. Cut her right down the middle. And I did a good job on sharpening this knife this morning. Yes, she's a little bit pink on the inside, but keep in mind now, when I flash this thing, see that? She's going to still be cooking. Nice piece of meat. Eat your heart out, David. Well, folks, done a lot of damage here today, and I can't help myself. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, boy, son. Mr. Fountain. All the best, buddy. Thinking about you. Don't be a stranger. Give me a call sometime. We'll meet up at our famous hamburger and french fry place over in Astor. But, folks, I'm out of here. I'll be here yapping all afternoon. But thank you. And hopefully I'll see you again Wednesday morning. Thank you, folks.